Right then, this is a quick walk around video, and this is for a very, very handsome car. This is a Vauxhall Mokka 1.7 diesel, and it's a four-wheel drive version and SE. Also equipped with the sat-nav, finished in this lovely metallic blue, which unfortunately is a fairly early gloomy morning. Still looks lovely, but on a bright sunny day looks absolutely wonderful. Full leather interior, these optional alloys from what I believe as well. But fabulous car in lovely condition. Front of the car, lights and lenses are completely clear and intact. The bumper itself very clean, likewise the bonnet of the car. In all honesty, can't see a stone chip on there. Absolutely wonderful. Near side, passenger side, absolutely mirror smooth in the panels. Front ring pretty much unmarked there. Near side front alloy, the one takes all the bashing. Can't see anything of any consequence at all. Remaining panels at this side, again absolutely lovely. Near side rear alloy, again lovely condition. Coming around the back of the car, again bumper corners, plastics, all really, really nice. Likewise on the offside, and the offside panels, as with the near side, mirror smooth, no indentations, nothing on there at all. Offside rear alloy, again completely unmarked. The remaining panel work, absolutely lovely. It's going to be hard to better this one in all honesty. And final alloy, again wonderful. So externally the car is genuinely in absolutely lovely condition. So coming to the back of the car now, good sized boots on the car, nicely finished off, and again in very, very good condition. So coming into the back now, this is basically the Achilles heel of all family cars, because it's basically where the kids sit, and they, a bit like my own car, managed to trash them. But this one has been kept absolutely beautifully. The leatherwork is in fantastic condition. So coming to the passenger side, again all really, really clean and tidy. Front seat there, passenger side, leatherwork absolutely as new in all honesty. Coming to the driver's side, again driver's door card really clean, footwell area is all lovely and clean as well. And the driver's seat, the one that takes all the wear and exhibits virtually nothing at all. So inside the car now, engine's running through this section so the dashboard can be seen illuminated. You can see there, sat nav all working exactly as it should. Say the car is in beautiful condition. The only criticism, and we took another one in fact two Mokkas of this vintage, and the chrome plastic that surrounds the radio there pickles and lifts slightly, and it is the same on this one. I did speak to Vauxhall and nearly fell off my chair when they told me that basically it comes with the whole black surround here, it's all part of it, and that's over £200 if you want to do that. He said no one buys them. You basically put chrome tape over, that's what people seem to do, or you get sort of them done by sort of local repair, but it is as it is. But that's we try and be honest on these videos. 67,740 miles. You can see there are no warning lights on the dashboard at all. That steering wheel looks and feels as new in hand. I mean, it is in beautiful condition in here. So the only bit which is easily rectified, of course, is that little bit of trim there, but easily attended to. So finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key are all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Vauxhall Mokka 1.7 diesel SE four-wheel drive. This particular car is registered MK14LVU, and mileage at the start of the road test is 67,740 miles. The reason we do these videos is to ensure that if anyone's looking at any of our cars in adverts online, they actually get to see those vehicles in operation. The reason we feel it's important is, unfortunately, because we know to our cost just how frustrating it can be to go and see a car which can look perfectly good and in the photographs and in the descriptions given, only to get there to find out that basically it's got a fault which shows up while driving the car. So that's why we do it. We also choose to do it on part of the road test route any prospective buyer would go on, and hopefully then it would be representative of what you'd feel yourself should you be offered a test drive in the car. This car's come in as a part exchange to us. As you may well know from our website, we specialise in predominantly Honda and some Lexus cars. That's what we choose to do as a business, but obviously we take part exchange, and this is one of them. You know, where we're a main dealer, we'd be asking a fair bit more for a car with this specification, but we like to keep our website clear for our chosen brands. The car has just been serviced and has a full service history, and also will have a brand new independent MOT placed upon it before the car is sold. Coming to the mechanicals of the car, starting with the engine, starts absolutely instantly and settles to a very smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all whilst the engine's in operation, or any other warning lights at all on the dashboard. There's nothing displayed. The engine's a very nice unit. It pulls really keenly. Most of the time in operation, certainly cruising, it's very quiet indeed. By all accounts, a very economical engine as well. We've had a couple of these before as part exchanges, and they're very, very, very light on fuel. But a very nice unit indeed, and it feels and drives exactly as it should in that sense. Engine then feeds through clutch and into gearbox. Clutch on the car absolutely spot on. Bike point is exactly where it's meant to be, so all good there. 6-speed manual gearbox, again, just feels as it would have done pretty much when it was new. The gear changes are actually quite slick and precise. It's very nicely weighted, but I can feel absolutely no wear in the linkage at all. It feels, as I said, exactly as it would have done when it was manufactured. In all honesty, it's just very, very tight indeed. Steering of the vehicle, it's actually very nicely weighted. I drove it on the road a couple of days ago when we took the car as a part exchange, and impressed with the fact that it's accurate. It works very well with the chassis. It's not over keen, but it's not slow in any way. It just feels a very nicely sorted power steering system, and again, just feels wonderfully tight in operation. There's no kind of looseness to it. There's no kind of rattles from the rack or anything like that. Track's absolutely dead straight, and there's no vibrations at all at this speed or any speed up to the legal limit. Chassis of the vehicle, what I tend to look for on road test, notwithstanding the fact they're going to check this on MOT anyway, but this bump coming up in a second there is particularly horrible, and if there's any kind of noises coming from underneath the vehicle that shouldn't be there, it tends to manifest itself at that point, and there's nothing at all. It feels, the whole car does, in fairness, it feels very, very, very tight indeed. Well, what it also gives you, and I've was very impressed by and still am, is a very comfortable car. The ride's very well sorted. The damping's really good, so there's not a lot of sort of bouncing around all over the place. You obviously get some because it's a taller car, but bear with me 1 second. But yeah, no, it all feels very, very well done indeed. But going through corners, it holds its line really nicely. It's not a sports car, but it does a very nice job of dealing with corners with a minimum of fuss, in all honesty. I'm just going to swing around here. And I'm going to give the brakes a bit of a shove in a second when I get up to speed again. So pretty much at the halfway point of where we go. Make sure no one's directly behind me. Just give them a bit of a shove. That's a really nice, solid brake pedal. What I'm looking for, and it gives straight away, is good, solid initial bite, very positive and confidence-inspiring. No pulsing or vibrations coming back through the brake pedal at all. So all in very, very good order there indeed. Coming inside the vehicle, first things first, it is very nicely put together actually. I can hardly hear a noise inside the car. It feels well bolted. Everything I've pressed thus far has worked very nicely. Nice place to sit and operate, good driving position, really good visibility I have to say in the car, very nice indeed. This one, as you can see, benefits from the sat-nav and all working exactly as it should. You've got heated seats, they work really nicely. Dual zone climate control system. Again, we checked in a nice warm workshop, ice cold air comes out of that as well, so that's all working exactly as it should. Dash in front is very simple, easy to use, nicely presented. Steering wheel feels great in hand, leather bound, no sort of ring marks or nasty skag marks on there at all. But yeah, very, very pleasant place to sit and operate a car. As I said at the start, I mean, it is only a brief video just to show the car in operation. It drives absolutely perfectly, I have to say. Cannot fault it in any way, shape or form in the way the car drives. As always though, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask.